Hello everyone, my name is Abdullah Zafar. You can call me ABZ. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll try to understand the deep-rooted racism which has been existing in America for centuries. Racism stems back to the 1600s, back when the Westerners would import African slaves. These slaves would be stacked upon each other in such a harsh condition that thousands of them would just die during the journey. On landing, these slaves would be sent to the agricultural fields where they would work whole day. Now, because they were slaves, they had no right. Eventually, as American society grew, more and more states started to join America. So there came a point where a divide started to emerge between the northern states and the southern states. And the northern states were of the view that these slaves should be given equal rights, while the southern opposed it. Eventually, this debate led to the American Civil War in 1861. This war ended in 1865, leading to the victory of the northern states. This victory also installed the 13th Amendment, which finally gave equal rights to the African Americans just like their white counterparts. Obviously, now Constitution played its role, but racism did not come to an end. Black people would still die. Black women would still be raped, and this would occur on regular basis, not on occasional basis. But the most horrific event took place in 1921 in Tulsa, Greenwood, Oklahoma. It was known as the Tulsa Massacre. A mob of white men alongside white policemen came and burned the town to the ground, killing 300 black people. Now, in contemporary times, Black Lives Matter, a black right advocacy movement was formed in 2013. The movement gained significance in 2014 after the death of Mitchell Brown and Eric Garner by white policemen. So this chain of white policemen killing a young black man continued. But the movement gained global popularity in 2020 after the death of George Floyd. George Floyd was choked down to death by white policemen. His death sparked major protests in America. Millions of people marched on the streets, demanding justice and equality for the black community. So the thing is that US mocks China and the other third world of being uncivilized due to their human rights violation record, but ignores the fact that human rights violation has been occurring in America for centuries. So basically the thing is that human rights violation has now become a part of foreign policy, where one state would highlight the human rights violation of another state to damage its image. So let me give you an example. We have atrocities committed by Israeli government on Palestinian people, and then we have the atrocities committed by the Chinese authorities in Xinjiang province on the Muslim community. But the US stays silent on Israel but speaks highly of Chinese human rights violation. So coming back to BLM was successful in providing justice to George Floyd's family, but this was just an initiation. They still have a long way ahead. To my knowledge, it will take further 30 to 40 years to curb down this disease. Black Lives Matter has a long journey ahead. The struggle is not ending anytime soon.